It was that question precisely a couple of years ago when I heard that question, when I asked that question, that set me down this whole rabbit trail that's brought me here today. I was getting ready to preach a passage in Isaiah 28. We were preaching through the book of Isaiah, if you remember that. And in this text, there's a reference to 1 Corinthians 14. It cites Isaiah 28. And so I thought, I'm going to make some comments on modern-day tongue speech. But first, before I do that, it's probably best if I listen to the scholars on the other side of the argument. I was getting prepared to answer why tongues are not for today and why charismatics miss it. And so I have my headphones in. I'm out for a walk. I'm listening to Dr. Sam Storms talk about the gift of tongues. And as he was speaking, he said something that changed my entire paradigm. This is what he said. Tongues are never used for evangelism in the Bible. Tongues are never used for evangelism in the Bible. And when he said that, I hit pause on my podcast and my mind just raced through all the passages on tongues. And I said, crud, he's right. And I immediately had this gut level feeling of humility. Maybe I don't know the Bible as well as I think I do. And it started me down this obsessive path, and I do emphasize the word obsessive, of trying to understand spiritual gifts. And so here's my very first point I want to make today. Tongues is not for evangelism. Tongues is not for evangelism. Many of you might think this morning. This morning you're coming in, and you're just like, that's the purpose of tongues.